is like for real. Like not like you heard it in conversation, but you really don't really know what it is. Well, come on in and let's discuss it because I really want to discuss it with y'all. I had a conversation with a client and I realized if she ain't know, y'all probably don't know. So let's get into it. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I really want to talk about it. Y'all know what time it is. It's Fire on Friday. And every Friday I go live. Well, I try to anyway. Anyway, listen. This was on my chest to share, and I got literally like 5 minutes. I'm supposed to go out, and I'm already supposed to be dressed, but then something bit me in my face. Look, something bit me in my face, then I got a period bump right here. Then, like, now I gotta put on makeup. So it's like, Koi, what's good with you? So that might be too TMI, but whatever. Like, come on in, come on in, come on in. So let me tell y'all, right? I had a conversation and I said, X, this is what I said to her. I said, X is my form of verbal judo. And she was like, it's your form of what? Virginia Bushcraft in the building, what's good? She was like, it's your form of what? I said, verbal judo. You ain't never heard of that before? She was like, no, what the fuck is that? So I'm like, in my mind, context clues, right? I'm like, judo is a form of fighting. Verbal is words, fighting with words. But it gets gooder. So I guess I was like, let me just go ahead and break this down for you real quick. So I told her what I learned about verbal judo, and I want to tell you guys what I taught her. So if you think you know what verbal judo is, tell me in the comments below because I want to get your opinion of it while as I'm telling you mine, right? So verbal judo is a real thing. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before, but it's not something that we made up or something like that's like in movies. Verbal judo is like using your words to get out some shit. Like you using your words to be like, you know what? Let me outsmart you grammatically, right? Intellectually, in such a way that you're so disoriented and discombobulated that a regular gun guy RGG in the building, y'all. Did the tickets go on sale yet? RGG, a regular gun meetup is the tickets is probably sold out by now. So listen, I don't even know. So let me tell y'all. So let me tell y'all. Persuasion. Okay, you think it's persuasion? Okay, let me tell you. So verbal judo is a real thing, and it was brought about in what 19 something. It's 19 something, but it is tactical communication. That's what it is. Verbal judo is tactical communication and using your words to either prevent or end violence. This is the definition of verbal judo, right? And so when I talk about it, when I was talking about it with her in the manner that I was talking about it with her, I was like, I use humor as my verbal judo, right? And I was like, if I can tell a joke and get somebody to like laugh and like, you know, diffuse the situation, then I'm gonna do it that way because I feel like comedy is like my verbal judo. But tell me what yours is in the comments below. Verbal judo is a sort of slang term for emotional intelligence and understanding. OODA loop. Oh, not OODA loop. Let me find out somebody now. People don't even know about OODA loop. I did a live on OODA loop a long time ago, and then like Instagram shut it off in the middle. It was like too much game. It was like way too much game. What's good, Coy? It was too much game when I was giving out that OODA loop game. But like we gonna circle back to OODA loop. Okay, so let me tell you, there are so it's tactical communication, either to prevent or end violence and avoid a situation escalating. That's the actual definition of verbal judo. And Mr. $2 OG $2 in the building. Okay, so let me tell y'all about verbal judo and why it's so important, right? There's 5 communication tactics, right? There's 5 universal truths that you can learn. There's 5 universal truths that you learn with verbal judo, and a lot of people don't practice this because they don't know it, right? And these are the universal truths. All people want to be treated with dignity and respect. That's like given. Like you respect me, I respect you. That's off top, right? All people want to be treated with dignity and respect. All people want to be asked rather than be told to do something. So ask me, don't tell me, and be respectful when you do it. Okay. All people want to be told why they are being asked to do something. So if people, especially women, I find when I'm doing firearms training, if they know the why behind their doing something, they will be more precise with it. They'll do it better. They'll have a clearer understanding, etc. Right? So all people want to be told why they're being asked to do something. All people want to be given options rather than threats. So if you give me like you know how you tell babies like would you rather apples or bananas, right? That goes over better than you better eat your food, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, you know, that, like, I'm not a parent, but I'm pretty sure that works better, you know what I'm saying? So Same concept. And then five, all people want a second chance. All people want a second chance. So I'm gonna read those again. All people want to be treated with dignity and respect. All people want to be asked rather than being told to do something. All people want to be told why they're being asked to do something. All people want to be given options rather than threats. And all people want a second chance. Those are the five universal truths of verbal judo, okay? And a lot of people don't even know that. I had to study this. Depends on how many times you told your kids to eat it. That's fair, ghetto. That's fair. Cause like I listen, I was raised that way. Either you eating it or you getting your ass whooped. Like those were the options. Hard stop, okay? And I turned out fine. I turned out fine. I'm fine, okay? Like zero issues, okay? So in verbal judo, you got to learn what never to say. You have to learn what never to say to people. You have to gauge people with empathy, right? I'm an empath, so I really get this. You have to listen better and always be heard, right? So you have to be able to give commands and receive commands type situation. Give commands, but also listen to the person's perspective, etc. And then stop verbal attacks in their tracks, right? So stop it. Like somebody say, I'm about to go to the car, I'm about to beat your, like you gotta be like, whoa, 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 how did we get here? Like this escalated quickly. Oh, let's bring it down a notch. Do you see? Do you see? It's like subtle like tactics that you use to try to de-escalate the situation. But okay, let's keep going because you know I got like 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes. Okay. So there are things that you are not supposed to say in verbal judo. There are things you are not supposed to say. And I feel like this is a universal truth for like certain people that grew up in the hood or grew up like around violence and danger and all that stuff. Because you can tell a certain person, Karen, AKA, right? Karen's like traditionally always say the wrong fucking thing. You know the number one thing that Karens say that like sends people over the top that you're never supposed to say? Like this is an anti verbal judo phrase. There are anti verbal judo phrases. Do you know that? So let me tell you what one of them is. You people, bruh. You know you've heard a Karen say this. Like you've heard a Karen be like, you know what, you people always, and that just sends people. When you say you people, that sends people, right? Doesn't that just like put people in a bad place? So that's an anti-verbal judo phrase, right? You people. Another one. This is the one for me. Don't ever say this shit to me. Don't ever tell me calm down. Calm down is another one. Like when you tell me calm down, because I don't be amped. Like I don't be amped. So if you tell me calm down, now my blood boils. I don't understand what it is about that saying because I'm trying to tell you, like, you haven't seen me amped yet. So now I got to show you. So now you can use calm down, but now calm down isn't enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now you done took it there because you told me calm down when I wasn't even amped. So, so don't fucking tell me calm down. My man knows this. He be like, calm down. Be like, any man that's ever told me calm down, like, ooh, we. He said, even I've heard that phrase, that ish pisses me off. I used verbal judo when I was in law enforcement. Gang, gang. Do you hear me? Like, you gotta know how to use these tactics. Okay, so anti-verbal judo phrases. Calm down. You people. What's your problem? That's another one. What's your problem, buddy? What's your problem, pal? Like, you know them. You know them. You know them. Now you know them. Like you know. What's your problem? Another one is come over here. That's another one. Come over here. Like you're inviting the trouble to you. Don't do that. Another one is I'm not gonna tell you again. Who the fuck you talking to? Who you talking to? I'm not your child. I'm not your kid. Don't tell me you not gonna tell me again. Don't do that. And another one. This is another one. Because those are the rules. That's anti-verbal judo. That's not gonna get you nowhere, okay? That's not gonna get you nowhere. That's not. So do not say those phrases to people, okay? Those listen, don't say that because that's ignorant and it's not gonna get you nowhere. It's not productive. It doesn't help society, right? It's not good, right? So you're like Tangi, if I'm not supposed to say that, what can I say? I got you. Sis is here with solutions, okay? Sis is here with solutions. I got you. I'm gonna tell you what you should say, all right? Um, these are verbal judo phrases or peace phrases is what it's called. It's called peace phrases. And these will get you, like, you know how you say you get more with honey than you do with vinegar? And that's true. Like I've grown up over the years, and especially now that I carry a firearm every day, I've had to grow up and I've had to really watch my mouth. with things because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I have to defend myself to the highest extent because I'm willing to do that. And so um, I do there are piece phrases that I internally say, but when I was doing the research on this, I was like, oh, I is excuse me, sorry, may I talk to you? That's you see how you approach with a you coming with energy that's not aggressive. You coming with like, listen, let me just have a word with you really quickly. Can we talk about this like adults? Can we discuss this? Can I have a word with you? Now, okay, I'm gonna keep going. Um, Another one is what can I do to help? How can I fix this? What can I do? I've used this several times. It's like, what can I listen, how can I help you? How can I fix this? What can I do? What can I do to make this situation better? That's me, right? That's me all day. This another one. For your safety and mine. This is when things are escalating. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna remove myself for your safety and mine because I'm feeling some aggression. I'm feeling, the energy. I apologize, whatever I need to do for your safety and mine. That's another one. That's a peace phrase. Another one is you look like a reasonable person. So when you do things like this, verbal judo is like fighting them and like with words. You're de-escalating the situation. You're trying to get to a point where you're just like, listen, I don't even know what I did to offend you. I don't even know what I said. I don't know if I did. Did I step on your all white Air Force Ones? What did I do? What I do, sis? Did I pull your bundle out? Like, tell me what I need to do. How much it costs? Did I spill your drink? How much was it? What did you have? Because I drink Basil Hayden. What you drink? Anything to like get them off their anger platform. Do you understand? To mentally get them to calm down and think of something else. Like you be having them so fucking discombobulated with your words, they forget that they angry. They be like, I'm drinking Grand Marnier. I'm drinking Ciroc. I'm drinking. Oh, say less. Let me get a. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta be so quick with it. Sometimes you gotta be quick with it. So another one is, can you work with me? Can you work with me? I got my family here. Can you work with me? I got, I'm from out of town. I don't really know the etiquette. I don't know really what to do. I don't know. Like you just gotta ask them questions to get them to calm down. Now listen, I'm telling you this because I was telling her this because she was in a situation and I was like, see, I would have used humor in that situation, sis, to like get them to throw them off. Like I use humor as my verbal judo. That's what I was telling her and how I was using them in a sentence, how I was using it in a sentence. And I'm telling you this because, listen, it's Halloween weekend. Y'all about to be out here and your mouth writing checks that your ass can't cash, okay? 145 and I'm out of your weight class. Y'all know what song that's from? Put it in the comments below if you know. Anyway, I want to make sure y'all safe out here in these streets. And some of you can't fight. Some of you are afraid of guns and can't and don't carry a firearm on you. Some of you don't carry one in the chamber. Some of you leave it in the car. Some of you leave it at the house underneath your bed. Some of you got y'all babies with you. Some of y'all is ignorant and don't have emotional intelligence. Some of y'all. I ain't talking about gang because gang be listening to me or whatever, but I got a lot of new people on here, a lot of new supporters. And what I'm saying is like, you need to be in a situation where you get home. You need to be in a situation where you recognize the signs where it has moved past the point of verbal judo and you actually have to either avoid, escape, or defend yourself in a situation. Avoiding means listen, you got it, you win, I'm leaving. Escape meaning like I'm running, I'm jumping in my car, I'm getting the hell on. I am like, doing whatever I need to do. I'm running in a building. I'm doing whatever I'm flagging down the cop. Whatever you want to do to escape the situation. And defend is like my firearm is drawn. I'm on target and I'm defending myself to the highest extent. That's it and that's all, right? So you start with verbal judo, then you go to avoid, escape, defend, and you get all of that through situational awareness. I've talked about all of these things multiple times on multiple occasions, but you got to reiterate it and you got to talk about it often because if you don't, then you'll find yourself in a situation where you're fucked and like not in a good way. Because I like a good session, but Reddick in the building. Reddick is in the building. So all I'm saying is, listen, y'all know what to do, but if you don't, spread the word, share this out, and let people know because this is a serious situation and it's gotten to the point where like people are losing their lives over not being able to talk themselves out of basic situations. Like you should be able to like And I agree. Like we've come into a day and age where you definitely have to know the difference between I'm able to talk myself out of this situation, or this person is on meth, heroin, whatever, and I can't talk them down, and they are irrational, unreasonable, and I either need to avoid, escape, or defend myself in this situation. You have to know the difference. You absolutely have to know the difference. I was just watching a video. I'm gonna repost it where this lady, she was attacked in Brooklyn. She said the dude walked behind her, then walked in front of her, stepped on her foot, and then turned around and was like, "Don't step on the back of my foot." She was like, "Sir, you was just behind me and then you ran up." And he was like, and he punched her in the face, long story short. And I'm like, I'm listening to her tell the story. I was like, "Sis, you had passed the point of no return like 3 steps ago. He was definitely gonna punch your ass in the face regardless. Like you sitting up here trying to reason with him and talk to him. You have moved past verbal judo when he walked in front of you. You moved past verbal judo when X happened. You moved past avoid when this happened. You moved past escape when this happened. You had to defend yourself. The fact that he was in your bubble, the fact that he was that close to you, the fact that like you gotta know, sis, when you in a situation. And you have to have all the tools in your arsenal to get out of it. All right. And this is just one of them, right? I'm not always going to pull my firearm. I'm not always going to defend myself to the highest extent. I'm actually going to try to avoid that at all costs. That is literally what I go out and set out to try to do. Like, I'm not trying to get in no situation ever. I am prepared mentally if I have to, but for the most part, I am willing to laugh it off. I'm willing to take a L. I'm willing to be cussed out. I'm willing to move on. I'm willing to go to another venue. I'm willing to go home. I'm willing to do all the things I need to either live to fight another day, to make sure I'm safe, to make sure that I'm not around this low vibrational ass person. I'm rarely in those situations ever. Like I don't have those type of friends. I'm not in those type of environments. But you never know. You could be at the grocery store and some shit pop off in the goddamn freezer section. You don't know. You don't never know. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to have all the tools in your arsenal to get out of it and be simply willing to live. Period. Hard stop. You got to be simply willing to live. And I think that we have gotten so far in society where we don't have the basic, we don't have communication skills. We're always on our phone. We're always talking through a web, or we're always talking through, video chat or something like that. Like we have lost the art of communication. And I'm so grateful. I'm an 80s baby. I'm so grateful I grew up without like the internet, and I'm like a hybrid of all of these combined. I'm so grateful because I still eat at the dinner table without my phone. I still know how to communicate with adults and children, etc. I still know how to hold a fucking conversation with people. Like all of those things are useful in society, and I think that's a lost art in some places, especially with this new generation who's like only on their video games, etc., who ain't never been in a fucking fight before. Like if you ain't never been in a fight before, like a hand to hand, like you know what I'm saying, tear something down, fight, and y'all both walk away and y'all move on and all is well, then you might want to brush up on your skills. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. So I wanted to tell y'all this because it blew my mind. Of course I got a call. Of course I got a call. But anyway, it blew my mind. This is what happens, like when you don't put it on do not disturb. But anyway, it blew my mind that she had never heard of that term before. And if she hadn't, then I knew other people hadn't as well. So this is an actual term. This is an actual technique. This is an actual fighting stance. This is an actual tool that you should have in your arsenal. This is an actual technique that you should utilize on a consistent basis, and you can use this with your children. Like I'm the type of parent, if once I do have babies, like I don't think I'm gonna whoop them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm powerful. My words are powerful. Like, and you know not to try a black mama. Like, you know what the fuck going on. So, you know what's going on. So, it's just like, I'm going to use my words. And I'm like, listen, choices and consequences. I'm teaching them that early. Like, there is about choices and consequences. You make this choice. This is the consequence of said action. Right? And then we have a conversation about it. I think that's important. So, just to recap, so you guys know what's good. There are some phrases that you don't want to say, and you people are one of them. Calm down is another one. What's your problem? I'm not gonna tell you again because those are the rules. Those are words that you shouldn't tell people, like, cause you ain't nobody fucking parent. Like, leave people alone. Okay. Things that you can say is, listen, what can I do to help? Can I talk to you for a minute? For your safety and mine, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say these things. You gotta, can you work with me? Can you just work with me? Like, those are de-escalation tactics that you should utilize. Verbal judo, again, for those who are just joining, is tactical communication. It either prevents or ends violence, and it throws the perpetrator off track enough to get them to calm down. That's what verbal judo is. I think it's highly effective. I think it's super dope and important, and I think it's something that you should utilize, especially if you're going out this weekend and you're trick or treating, you're taking your babies trick or treating, or if you're going, doing anything this weekend. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about this. I told y'all I had like 5 minutes. I got to get ready to go. I forgot it's Friday. Whatever. So I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of your weekend. I hope you stay safe, stay trained and tactical out in these streets, and I will see you back here next time on Tactical Tangerine.